Have you ever heard of the Bunnyman Bridge? Deep in the woods of Fairfax County, Virginia, there's a place called the Colchester Overpass. It looks like any other old bridge, but it hides a dark and frankly bizarre story that has haunted the area for decades. This isn't your typical ghost story. This one involves an asylum, escaped inmates, and a mysterious figure in a bunny costume. Get ready, because tonight we're diving into the strange and terrifying legend of the Bunnyman. The most popular version of the story begins in 1904. A bus transferring inmates from an asylum crashed near the town of Clifton. Most were recaptured, but two managed to escape into the dense woods, Marcus Walster and Douglas Griffin. A search party was formed, but as days turned into weeks, something eerie started happening. They began finding half-eaten, mutilated rabbit carcasses hanging from the trees. It was a chilling sign that someone was out there, surviving in the wild. The search party eventually found Marcus Walster, hanging from the Colchester Overpass with a note pinned to his foot. It simply said, "You'll never find me no matter how hard you try." Signed, the Bunnyman. Douglas Griffin was never seen again. Locals believed he had lost his mind, surviving on wild rabbits and wearing their pelts for warmth, eventually fashioning them into a crude bunny suit. The legend says that every year around Halloween, the spirit of the Bunnyman returns to the bridge, axe in hand, waiting for anyone foolish enough to trespass on his territory. Now, that's the legend. But what about the facts? Historians have debunked the asylum story. There was no such institution in the area in 1904, and no record of a prison bus crash, but that doesn't mean nothing happened. The truth is actually just as strange, and it comes from two very real incidents in 1970. In October of that year, a U.S. Air Force Academy cadet named Robert Bennett and his fiancée were parked in a car on a country lane. Suddenly, a figure appeared, screaming at them for trespassing. The figure threw a hatchet at their car, smashing the passenger side window just inches from their heads. They sped away, and when they reported it to the police, they described their attacker as a man wearing a white suit with long bunny ears. Just 10 days later, a private security guard named Paul Phillips approached a man standing on the porch of an unfinished home. The man was wearing a gray, black, and white bunny costume. He started chopping at a porch post with a long-handled axe, yelling, "If you don't get out of here, I'm gonna bust you on the head." Phillips wisely retreated and called the police, but by the time they arrived, the Bunnyman had vanished. Over the years, these two real events merged with local folklore, creating the supernatural monster we know today. The Colchester Overpass became known as Bunnyman Bridge, a hotspot for thrill seekers and ghost hunters, especially around Halloween. Dozens of other sightings were reported, but none were ever confirmed. The police investigated extensively but never identified the man in the bunny suit. His identity and his motives remain a complete mystery. So, is the bridge truly haunted by a rabbit pelt-wearing phantom? Or was this just a strange local man with a bizarre grudge and a flair for the dramatic? The line between fact and fiction has blurred so much it's hard to say. But one thing is for sure, the story of the Bunnyman serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the truth can be just as terrifying as the legend. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this dive into urban legends, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.